You are listening to the Photographic Podcast. Your hosts are Jay, Justin, Mike, and Valentine.
Oh, yeah. This show is potentially sponsored by, what's the brand we got, Mike?
Oh, I am drinking Peter McKinnon James Coffee Company Golden Hour Blend.
There it is. There it is. All the focus now.
Fancy.
You can give the fans just one more of that good old ASMR.
All right, this is it. And then I got to turn this thing back off.
Ooh.
Ah, it's so good.
Please sponsor us.
Just for y'all
I want
fans.
some coffee. Give me a shirt. I will wear it in every single episode, and I will talk about it. Please give me some coffee.
Just some merch. Yeah, we'll take merch. It's fine.
Yeah.
Really, it is pretty good though.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's not just gimmicky. It's legit decent coffee. So.
Is it better than Starbucks?
Oh, of
yeah.
course.
That's not a high bar.
Yes, it is better than Starbucks. I am
Cool.
happy to report.
I won't say that just in case we get sponsored by Starbucks. So shout out Starbucks.
Any coffee
All right,
company, please help us
We'll
out.
put it like this:
We're tired.
if it's not if Starbucks thinks that they have a coffee that's better, send it to me and I'll review it.
Same. Please send me any coffee. I'll take it.
I mean, I don't want to lie, but that's what I was gonna say. I don't want to lie, but I drink Veranda Blend on the regular. I got this McKinnon stuff because I just had to try it out. So
Sure.
happy I did.
Yeah.
So put a like down for those who like drinking coffee, and put a comment for those who are tea people. I'm a tea guy.
I had London Fog earlier, and it was amazing. So I am happily on both teams now.
Okay. What about you, Jalissa?
Yeah, I like tea. I don't really drink
What's in
coffee
your
like
cup?
that. I actually do have some cold tea, some Georgia peach tea.
Good stuff.
Oh, I
good
had that
stuff.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We're now.
I am a fan of the
Tea-cast.
Earl Grey though, for sure.
Tea party.
So what was the thing I completely forgot what last time we said we was gonna start talking about? Was something about lenses? No, cameras.
Here, let me.
Literally what we ended the.
Oh, the last thing you said going into the next.
Mhm.
I don't remember.
Me either.
I got nothing.
Oh darn it! We'll come back to it.
We recorded that minutes ago and we can't remember.
You know what? People
Hey,
do not know
hey,
that. It's all about
you know what,
perspective.
Man,
They
do now.
No,
Now
I
you
just
kill
wear
it.
this
Now
shirt
you killing my
every
chain
single day.
shirt thing.
I wear this shirt every single day. So
He's like, it's a fraud. It's a fraud. It's a fraud. The bag's out. All right. We do more than one episode. All right. In one day.
Yeah.
You can do fight us.
we all have
No
stuff to
shame.
do. So
I had a question.
go for it.
How do the people in your life feel about you being a photographer?
In one word,
They want
annoyed.
like they don't like you doing it.
I mean, not everybody likes their picture taken, especially like when they're not paying attention, because that's just how I like to take photos. And yeah, people find that annoying, so I don't as much. Yeah, I would like to document more home life stuff, but like there's just not how many photos of somebody making macaroni and cheese can you take before it just gets annoying. Like, we have a really small kitchen, so trying to squeeze more than 2 fully grown adults into the kitchen is very personal. Yeah, I'll put it that way.
I get a lot of, oh, hey, the photographer's here. No, you got to let him take a picture. He does amazing photos. And
Yeah.
it'd be one of those days where I don't want to take a picture. I'm like, oh gosh. He's like, no, do the thing where you like put us all together and make it look all nice. I'm like, oh god.
Not today.
Oh yeah. I was like, pay me.
Now,
Yeah.
I get the direct opposite at work. Everybody just whips out their phone, and like, it's not even like a take a minute to look and compose. It's just like okay, and we're good. I'll see y'all later. And they just
Oh my
walk
god,
away.
that
Like,
picture looks so great.
you only took one photo, and you didn't even like look at anything in the background. You didn't make sure that like everybody's smiling or nobody
it's
blinks.
good. It's good.
Just one, we're good. Put it up on Twitter.
Eyes
Wow.
closed.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. Mm.
Portrait mode on iPhone. His eyes are closed. Try it again, please.
Yeah. That's
But here I am. I'm pretentious. I shoot film. I have to judge everybody's photos now, so like that's just who I am.
Have y'all ever gotten a done like group pictures and there's always that one person who always has their eyes closed at the worst timing?
I got a trick for you. I got a trick. What you do is what you do is you have everybody close their eyes initially, and then you say, okay, 1, 2, 3, and then they open their eyes, and then you take the picture.
All right, I've never heard of that. Okay.
So that's a good way
And
to
you're
do it.
using this and it works.
Yeah, I mean, why the hell? If you can't keep your damn, if you're closing your eyes and I say 1, 2, 3, and you go like this, like
Yeah, there's something wrong.
1, 2, 3, they be like. He's
Well,
like,
don't do all
you're
that.
supposed to.
don't open your eyes like this.
Huh, I
normal.
might try that in a group picture. That's interesting. I've never even thought about that.
That's a
So
good
I guess
way.
for everybody else listening, give it a
Group
try.
pictures.
Me, they don't take a lot of, but someone told me that, and I was like, that's the one.
I'm gonna take that to the grave with me. Good to know.
I don't know about closing my eyes in a group setting. I'd be like, don't tease me with a good time.
But to answer the question, Jaleesa, how do people in my life feel about me being a photographer? My wife is pretty much supportive of most things that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a little bit into some sort of art one way or another, and so she's always been really supportive of that. Though I don't keep a whole lot of people around that aren't positive in that way, so
Mm-hmm. I'll let you know right
not all I
now.
can say.
I don't support you at all.
Well,
it'd be the ones closest to you, man.
You're gonna have to be staying over there now. You're no longer invited.
Hey, how many photo walk stuff have y'all done together? It's crazy.
A few.
Yeah, and she doesn't like me at all. So, what an
Behind the
interesting
scenes
way to find
knowledge.
out.
There's a beef.
Did y'all go to some art show thing or this morning? I thought I saw in the chat.
No,
Justin and I went to Fort Worth.
Yeah, we went to the photo lab, went and got some coffee.
Ah.
There's a thing going on tomorrow morning that I was kind of interested in going to. Yeah.
All right. And what's Photo Lab? Give them a little shout out. Shout out to y'all guys.
Yeah.
Where they
Every
located
time.
at? Is it Fort Worth?
Again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fort Worth Photo Lab, off Camp Bowie in Fort Worth, Texas. Please check them out. They are as legit can be. Their links will be in the description below. This is not sponsored. They just happen to be really awesome people. Great customer service, great quality of products. Yeah, go check them out. Help out a local business.
Guys, could you guys open up on Saturday from just like 10 to 12? Just 10 to 12. It doesn't even have to
Only
be
for Jalissa.
I'm sure other people appreciate it too.
No, you can mail your stuff in.
Well, yeah,
Hit
but
'em
like
up on Instagram. They'll answer your
that's
questions.
that. But what if I want to buy something?
Buy it online. It's 2021. You don't need to go to a physical store to buy stuff.
What if I need
What
to
are you,
pick up
crazy?
something?
Have it mailed to you. It's
Oh,
2021. They're if you go to the right place, they'll even have a drone deliver it to your house. There won't even be an actual person dropping the product off at your house. It'll be a drone.
What? You
Yeah.
tell me you've seen a drone drop something off at your house.
No,
to
not in
catch
Texas because they'll shoot that shit down.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying it's hunting season all year round for drones.
Don't bring them things around my yard.
What the hell is that?
Right. But no.
I reckon I'm about to shoot it.
Yeah. Hit 'em up
Clarence,
on the website.
grab my gun. But speaking about buying, so in the past month, how many new cameras have y'all bought?
Well, that's it. That's my cue. I'm out.
Big fat zero.
Oh, 0. Okay. And I've been seeing a lot of posts, and I'm like, okay, I feel like he's buying multiple here.
No, I just like to share them with y'all in case y'all are interested. I share it with all the group chats that I'm in, actually. Not just us. I just share it.
Are you cheating on us? Got more than one? Jeez.
I have too many. A lot of them, all of us are actually in. So I'm probably going to be leaving a couple of them because like it's kind of redundant to have 3 groups with all of us in it.
No, I like having like all different type of conversation that you have with the same person in each chat.
It's just
like back when I had Snapchat, me and my girlfriend had a different conversation on text, on Instagram, on Messenger, and on Snapchat. No. And it got to a point where I was like, I don't know what we're even talking about anymore.
Yeah, that's just too much to do, man. I'm old. I can't keep track of that many things.
I was telling Justin earlier while we were having coffee, because he got the London Fog tea drink at the coffee shop, and I thought it sounded fantastic. So I looked up the recipe for it and sent it to my wife on Instant Messenger because I knew that she doesn't really, we don't have conversations about anything important on Instant Messenger. Mm-hmm. So I send things like that over there. If I needed to talk to her, I would text her or call her. Mm-hmm. We don't use any other form of communication to actually communicate.
As it
well, I don't have a picture for him.
Should be. More action again?
Yeah, so you need to get photos of all of us and just throw it up anytime our internet goes down.
Oh, my internet! It was me this time. I just thought, oh wow, dang, that's crazy.
Hey, me and Justin are good. We got our shit hardwired in today.
Oh, y'all got that money. Okay,
I feel like it's a little telling. $16. You've got a picture of me right handy to hold up when mine goes out.
$16 at Home Depot. Just grab yourself an Ethernet cable.
Free from the office.
Dang, Home Depot shout out. Okay.
We're not sponsored by Home Depot.
Potentially sponsored by Home Depot.
I don't even care.
We're potentially sponsored by anyone willing to reach out.
Yeah,
and,
give us money, please. Help us.
Money.
We're broke.
We'll do it, but
we were talking about professionalism earlier. We will be professional podcasters if you will pay us.
Yep.
Pay for my Adobe account even though I don't use Adobe. I just like to know I have one.
Yeah. Help me pay for Premiere Pro because that shit ain't cheap.
Premiere Pro. Sponsored by Beard Oil.
So one interesting thing about the photography world, like we don't get like news, like something big's happening other than maybe a release of a camera or a lens. How would you get that started? Like just like hey, big news in the photography world. So and so's
news in the photography world.
I don't know because I mean, I figured if there was something we would know, but I think photography is kind of one of those things where it just doesn't really hit the news the same way. Like let's say for stocks, and stock has been kind of the big thing in the news. We don't have that for photography, and I don't know where you would even start to kind of make like a big breaking news for photography other than Canon going bankrupt or something. Canon, please don't go bankrupt.
I mean, to be completely honest, the closest venue that I know about camera news or photography news would be people like Fro Knows Photo or Peter McKinnon or Chelsea and
them
the Northrops. I don't remember her husband's name, but they would probably have
Tony.
Yeah, they would probably have news related to the photography world, but like other than that, it's all like brand centric or like genre specific. So like in the portraiture world, you might have like Volandis or Linus for like the film portraits, or you might have Manny Ortiz for the digital portraits. For Peter, you might have stuff for more like videography and gadgetry. It just depends on what you're looking for. So there is venues for the news. It's just how you define news or what you're looking for.
I guess a good example is that was it the Fuji film that they discontinued. You probably won't get that from Peter McKinnon telling you, hey, Fuji discontinued this. It'll be from someone who actually shoots film and
like
cares.
Matt Day or Volandis or Linus. There are film photographers that'll cover it. Kyle McDougal.
Who's that Afro guy? Brofro or something?
Fro knows photo.
Fronos. There you
go.
Fro
knows.
I just like his name.
Jared Polin.
Yeah, Jared.
That's his name. I forgot his name for a sec. But he'll cover like all the digital camera news, like any type of camera. He covers all the actual equipment. He will cover like lens releases and stuff like that. Lens releases, bodies, sensors, whatever you name it. He'll talk about those.
He does really good in-depth comparisons to previous models versus the new models coming out, and then cross-brand comparisons to whatever the flagships are.
Yeah.
Or equivalents to whatever it is. So if you're looking for stuff like that, that's usually who I'll watch for that anyway.
If you're a beginner and you have a camera that in mind that you want to know the specs of from a professional photographer and a professional reviewer, check out Jared Polin. He reviews everything. He'd be a good one to go to. Plus lenses. If you have an idea about lenses, a certain lineup of lenses that you want to get, check out Jared. Or you could even check out a local creative, Ted Forbes. He started doing lens reviews. He's a little bit more on the arts side, but he does do lens reviews and camera reviews as well if you want somebody that's like Texas based.
Yeah, and I do appreciate some of those guys, especially like Jared Polin in the beginning when I was learning. I got that T7i and I was trying to figure out like how to use it because I wasn't sure exactly what to do and what settings, and because it's kind of intimidating when you're first starting out. So I scoured all of the YouTubes and all of the internet to figure out what the hell to do just to give me a baseline to get started. And I ran across one of his videos that had gone through the T7i camera, and he had done like a real world review where he took the camera out and then shot it under different circumstances, and then he did a separate video to go with that, with all the settings that he used that made his job a little easier out in the real world using that particular camera body. So yeah, I wouldn't have known some of the things that I know about that camera had it not been for people like that.
Yep.
Yeah, he's cool. And if you like a little bit of shit talking too, he's good at that.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. He can be a little overbearing with some of the stuff sometimes, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
And then in the film world, there's people that review film stocks, because there's an endless amount of information that you can put in there. So,
yeah, I'm still trying to figure out all of those people. And there's one that I subscribe to, but I apologize that I can't remember his name. But I'll share it with you guys later. But there's a lot of guys out there that do, and it's just a whole new world for me. So I'm trying to feel it out.
I like Grainy Days. He's got a really dry sense of humor, but I think the dude's hilarious. He's a great photographer too, but he does a lot of like film reviews and camera reviews, and then he's got some segments on like different photographers or even like different artists and the artist's impact on photography. So I think those channels are pretty cool. Then you have like TF Hopper on YouTube. She's great, and she does lots of like in-depth videos on older photographers and visual artists. She's got a really great wealth of knowledge, and also another really talented photographer. So I will try to remember all these links and put them in the doobly-doo below.
The doobly-doo.
Yeah. But I guess as far as like a centralized way to do it, my internet is not agreeing with me tonight.
Yeah. Y'all seem to be arguing over there.
So, as they're doing that, and I was still interested on the photography news, I decided to look up and see where I can find news coming from photography. So before I bring this one up, the question that'll lead into that would be, and I think we've all done it so far, Photography during protests.
Ah, that one's fun.
I did have fun with that when that was going on. I got some good shots out of it.
Fun's a relative
as well.
term.
Love, yes.
I don't want to.
I love the shots I got.
Yeah, same. Lots of powerful moments that.
Yes.
That was a really interesting, creative time to like go out and A, be a part of those things, and B, take the photos that you know are going to last a lifetime. Like I know that all of we'd like to think all of our photos will last a lifetime, but like there's some shots that either we took or other photographers took that like that's going to last generations. People will see those. At least I hope so.
For sure. Yeah. I know sometimes like in the moment when you take pictures and it's only been like a few months or something like that, it doesn't really seem like a lot because it's still going on. But like for sure, like once we get back, I guess, to how everything's supposed to be and everything goes back to how it was before, maybe like 2 or 3 years later, you look back like, damn, it really be like a real memory.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, that leads to this news report, and this is coming from F-Stoppers. You can follow them at fstoppers.com
or true.
YouTube.
Yeah,
that's a great group of guys. So the title of this one is "Press Freedom Feared as Photographer is Arrested Doing His Job." Now, all of this is, of course, is happening now in the UK. And if I could just very quick read. A seasoned press photographer has been arrested and had his memory card seized after he took photos of protesters at a controversial former military barrack. There we go. A freelance photographer, I'll probably leave his name out. I'll just say AA. 46 documented a protest outside of a barrack in Folkestone in the United Kingdom. And it was just about the poor living conditions for about 400 asylum seekers trying to find housing. Now, luckily, in our situations, whenever we went out to a protest, I mean, we've kind of been in some hairy spots. I know when me and you, Justin, went, it got kind of hectic when we was in Dallas, and we were right there in the front lines, and probably went against our better judgment in getting closer, even though you told me to leave and I did not listen.
No, you didn't. That was still a crazy night.
We kind of got even closer as things were starting to rile up. I mean, ultimately we did make the decision to leave, but we did get some pretty good views from our very close distance and saw a lot of things happening. But you know, have other individuals in the same situation where they'll get caught. You know, they just simply want to, you know, document what's basically happening out there in the world. Because you know, a lot of this is not like a slight towards any like news or stuff like that, but sometimes the story doesn't really always get out, and it takes like, you know, probably a photographer or somebody there that can, you know, capture it and, you know, share it with individuals so they can kind of see a, you know, different side of the story. So it sucks for this guy getting arrested. You know, hopefully they'll let him out. But yeah, kind of feel for that one because, you know, been in the same thing. I wouldn't see anything wrong with it. But I mean, if you're trying to suppress, then that would be kind of one of those things.
Sure. I mean, even recently in January when we had the insurrection at the Capitol, protesters were taking photographers' stuff and just smashing it. And beating them up.
Oh,
dragging them out.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's several instances of photographers like on either side of the aisle that like there's a White House photographer who just happened to be in the Capitol that day doing photos for something else, and when the protesters got up to the building, they asked, "Who are you with?" And she showed them her badge, and they took her stuff and they smashed it, and they chased her down a hallway, and she had to go hide. Like,
oh jeez,
could you imagine? Like, we got lucky when we went and everybody liked us. Imagine going to a protest where they don't trust the media, and just because you have a camera in your hand, you're now the media and you're the enemy. Like, no.
Yep.
Those photographers have fucking balls. I don't have that. I don't. I'm gonna go when people like me, for the most part, or at least aren't completely opposed to me being there. But like, I don't know. The right wing does not like the media, and that shit gets scary. So
I would just say that for any listeners that have or are planning to go to any, take photos in situations like that, have just keep your head on a swivel. Stay at a safe distance. Bring a long lens.
Yeah, bring a long lens. Bring long sleeves. Bring baking soda.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I learned that the next day after our thing. I went with our other friend Val and Lawrence, and we got on the other side of the tear gas, and yeah, baking soda comes in handy. Comes in real handy.
Yeah, but be careful out there, guys. It's crazy. Yeah. So keep taking photos, but just make sure you're smart in how you take your photo and where you take it. Because not everybody might agree with you. Same thing works. I mean, this is basically just almost like candid photography in a way. I mean,
that's as real as it gets.
Yep.
Yeah, some people aren't too fond of getting their picture taken.
No. Even if you show it to them, it's like, look how great this picture. I don't give a damn how good that picture looks good.
Delete this.
Even though you got my good side, but damn it.
Yeah, or they think that you're some well-known photographer that gets all this damn money, and they're like, oh, you're gonna have to pay me for that. It's like, motherfucker, this might go on Instagram.
Yeah, I might get 10 likes off of this.
That was one of my other questions too. It's like how you were just saying, people think you're the media, and it's like, no, I just want to be out here because this is fun and it's kind of cool. But people just look at you like, oh, it's some paparazzi ass motherfucker out here trying to take pictures, and it's like, nah, I'm not making
not making anything off of this. I'm here to document history. That's it. Like, consider me a historian. Like, look at the glasses. I'm nerdy as fuck. Please, like, don't smash my stuff. This is it's really expensive, and I'm just here to document the moment because I think it needs to be documented. That's all.
I might change my LinkedIn to historian. I like that.
That might be a good way to keep from getting fucked up, is put like something on you, some kind of wording on you that says like, hey, like, what do you do?
Unaffiliated media.
Yeah.
I'm here to document. I'll censor out faces. Maybe.
That's actually another thing that I'd like to ask y'all about, because that's something that started last year when documenting the protests, especially at least the BLM marches. I was asked to censor the faces, like not necessarily censor the whole photo or not take photos, but just to like mark out the eyes or a little bit of the face to hide people's identities. What do you all think about that?
In a way, it's really just like street photography. I mean, it's not like you're trying to sell it or anything like that. That's when it becomes like you need like a release or something. But you can be out in public and take pictures just fine. It'd be no different if you took a picture with your phone, even though some people look at taking a picture with a phone and taking a picture with your camera that you have isn't really equivalent. But I mean, it can be.
I should clarify that the reason why they asked me to do so is some protesters get targeted when their photos go viral, and they get death threats or they get injured because they happen to be at a BLM march. In some cities, the people that were in the most prominent photos are now dead because they got identified based off the photos that someone took. So they asked to start censoring those.
I was just about to try to make a light joke until you said that, and now I cannot. So rest in peace to those individuals.
Yeah, I mean,
alrighty.
I get why, because of those scenarios, that we should start censoring people's faces in protests, but like at the same time, like I feel like it would be like going back to civil rights era photos and censoring those people's faces. We go back, we look at those today, and those people are heroes. They did what they did for the right reasons, and those photos are incredibly powerful. but to censor the faces and then like wipe their identities from those moments in time, I'm torn on that. Like I get it to protect people's safety, but like at the same time, like decades from now, those people might be famous or might be. I don't know how to put it. Like they could have a bigger impact later on because they become known for being in the front lines and taking the abuse that they did. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it kind of takes their power away a little bit.
Yeah.
I say let them, no censorship, and let them die heroes. And as they go to Valhalla, they will be basked in glory.
Yeah. There's a part of me that wants to think like that, but at the same time, I don't want somebody. I would feel fucking awful if I took a photo of somebody at a protest and that photo happened to be the one that whatever wing of the parties decides to like take that photo and like find that person and murder them because of it.
Like yo, whoever took that photo, man, shout out to them, man. They really helped it out.
Yeah,
I'd be crushed.
I'm
Jeez.
torn also on that whole concept because I see both sides of it. That's a difficult situation to find yourself in for sure.
Yeah,
you want to suppress the information, and you want everybody who went and protested to have the opportunity to continue even in the future to represent the thing that they went to fight against and protest against. But at the same time, you don't want any harm to come to them. And if that's happening, which is way fucked up, but if that's happening, then it's like, what do you do? That's tough, man.
Hey, to listeners, drop a like if you are down with censorship and put a comment if you are not.
I got nothing to that.
That's all I had.
Nope. Now that we're all deep and heavy, have a few moments of silence, I guess.
Yeah.
Silence for the lost people.
For the protesters that lose their lives, for the photographers that have lost their lives trying to document important moments in history. To 2020. Let's just have a few moments of silence for that.
Shout out to them. Just jeez.
All right. So, on that note, I think we should actually call it a day.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all
I
later.
agree. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.